Okay, so uh, the session that we are going to have, it's basically how we should spend uh, our time right after we go. Hi, Dima. Good morning. Good to see you. Okay, so Dima has also come. Great. Yeah, namaste, Dima. So today we are going to discuss about the power of morning routine. I know we all have different kind of morning routine, and um, we come from different kind of culture, we come from different countries, and our lifestyles are different. So today's session is how the morning routine impacts our mental health and impacts our brain health and our overall health. So today we will discuss about morning routine, and the next Saturday we will discuss about our the routine before going to bed. Okay, so it's a two-part session. Today we will only stick to the things we should do after we wake up, and the next Saturday we are going to discuss the things we should do before we go to bed. And we all know, like, right now we are living in a very technically advanced world. We have all new technologies, we have all gadgets, so we have very high speed internet and everything. But still, um, we are not able to get the maximum advantage out of all this technology, and sometimes all these technologies is actually backfiring, even though these technologies are there to make our life simple and efficient, but sometimes this technology impacts our mental health and our overall brain health. And we all know that this present time, many people suffer from doom scrolling. I think you must have heard about this word, doom scrolling. It's like scrolling our social media feed or YouTube feed or LinkedIn feed or any internet. Yes, exactly. We all do it. And that was not there 10 years back. That was not there 20 years back. Exactly. It could be YouTube, it could be some other social media platform. And 20 years back, 30 years back, we did not have access to this technology. And the life was much simple. Our mental health was better. Our overall social connection, the relationship was better. So, uh, how we are using all these gadgets and how we are using all these technologies are having profound impact on our brain health and on our mental health. And yes, so Dark is saying we connect internet to disconnect our life routines, and it's a real disconnection of mind from reality issues. Exactly. So what Dark said, it's very true, because what happens when we are scrolling down different news feeds or we are scrolling down different videos, maybe from YouTube, what is happening, one shot or one reel is giving us a particular perception about life or about a particular topic. Then the next reel or the next video gives us the entire different perspective, and we get confused. Our sense of reality is getting distorted, and that is the reason, if we keep on scrolling for few minutes or maybe half an hour, 1 hour, we have a kind of brain fog, because our brain is not able to decide, what is right and what is wrong, because some of the videos are pointing to something and some of the videos are pointing to some other thing. So brain is literally confused and it goes into the brain fog scene. But today we will not discuss the entire doom scrolling, but I introduce this topic because most of the time after waking up we start doing this thing, and it has become a habit, and after it has become a habit, it has become our second nature. Sometimes we don't even know what we are doing. Like whenever we have some free time, we keep our mobile phone and we scroll, keep on seeing different videos and reels. Okay, what Dark is saying, we must learn lesson of life from paper books and not from internet contents like mobiles and YouTube videos. We have to earn from real thing, not only virtual life. True, true. I mean, in that aspect, Second Life is much better because in Second Life there is no targeted advertisement, right? Like we have in social media or we have on other platform. The Second Life is much better and less commercial, less business minded. So the first thing that we need to do, we should not touch our mobile phone after we wake up. Okay, and it's difficult at first. It's very difficult if we have already developed that habit to watching shorts and watching reels, or doing the doom scrolling after we wake up. So we need to change the habit in a very gradual manner. Like the first thing is, the physical separation. You can keep the mobile phone to the next room, or you can keep the mobile phone in some place else, not on your bed. Most of the time, what happens if we keep the mobile phone, with ourselves in the bed, automatically we start scrolling, even without being aware, about this particular habit. So, the first thing is we can practice physical separation from the mobile phone. It's true, we cannot do that when we are working or maybe in the daytime, but at least after we wake up, the first half an hour or 1 hour, and when we go to sleep, the last half an hour or 1 hour, it's very crucial for our brain. Okay, uh, because at that point of time, our subconscious mind is very active, and whatever we are doing, it is not only impacting our conscious mind, but it is also impacting our subconscious mind. So in the daytime, it's difficult. We all have our work, we all have our office, we all have our business, but at least the first 1 hour in the morning and the last 1 hour before going to bed, we should just be separate from our mobile phone or any other device. The second thing that we can do, we can set a time limit, and after that time limit is over, we should not do any social media or anything. And we can curate our feed, so even the content that is going inside our brain, uh, that should be a positive. It's not always negative, or it's not something toxic for our mental health, or not something which is detrimental for our mental health. So we should follow some media diet, just like we have food diet, nutritious food, a healthy food habit. We maintain our diet. So similarly, we should have some media diet. Now, it is better that if we do not touch our mobile phone after waking up, but sometimes we cannot do. Okay, and that is fine. We should not be too hard on ourselves. So today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to discuss some advice from a neuroscientist, and I think this person is pretty famous on YouTube because he makes a very long podcast, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Like his name is Andrew Huberman, and he's a Stanford neuroscientist. Anyone heard about Andrew Huberman, or saw any video or listened to any podcast on YouTube or on Spotify? He's a very famous person. So Andrew Haberman said that after you wake up, the first thing that you need to do, whenever we talk about morning routine, the first thing which comes to our mind is exercise. And we feel very lazy about doing exercise after, waking up. So the neuroscientist from Stanford University, he said that the first thing that you should do after waking up is go into natural sunlight. Okay, so after waking up, you can go to your rooftop, you can go to your backyard, or you can go to the the street in front of your house and get some natural sunlight. Okay, and those people who stay near sea, you can go to the beach. Why? There are some reason for that. The first thing is the natural sunlight. It's regulate our circadian clock. Okay. Yes, exactly. Return to traditional and natural life mode. So this natural sunlight, it regulates our circadian clock, or we call it circadian rhythm. And it's our body clock, it's our biological clock. Okay, this circadian rhythm or circadian clock, and it controls, or it gives signal when to wake up and when to sleep, right? And it's our body's own technology, this circadian rhythm, and this sunlight impacts this circadian rhythm. Okay, this is the first thing. Sunlight also impacts our immune system in a positive manner. Okay, it has also been found that natural sunlight um, uh, you know affects our hormonal system in our body, and it spikes our cortisol level. Okay, now cortisol has different functions, but in the morning our cortisol levels are little bit of high when we wake up, and when we get the sunlight, it spikes the cortisol level, and this spike in cortisol level, it positively influences our immune system. It improves our metabolism, and also it improves our alertness. Okay, it makes us more alert naturally. Okay, and after waking up, we should also have a glass of water, or if you want, you can have some juice, but not coffee. You can have a coffee maybe after 1 hour, but not right after waking up. Now, we all have some habit. Even I used to have coffee just after waking up and feeling that, okay, if I don't have a cup of coffee, I will not feel like doing anything. But these are all mental programming. Why we should not have a cup of coffee right after waking up? Maybe black coffee, americano, or latte, or cappuccino, any kind of coffee we should not have right after waking up, at least for first 1 hour, because this coffee interfere with the cortisol level. Okay, it lowers down the cortisol level. Okay, so we should not have coffee, but we can have a water, 2 glass of water, because our brain, 75%, 70 to 75% our brain is just water. If we do not have if you do not hydrate ourselves, okay, if we do not drink enough liquid, so automatically our brain will not function properly. We will have some mental fog. We will not have mental clarity. Some cognitive function will not work properly. So we should hydrate our body. After that, we can have we can do meditation or mindfulness, or if you are into any kind of religious practice, you can practice any, like if you are from Buddhism, you can practice some Buddhist mantra. If you are from Christianity, you can use some, read some verses from Bible. If you're from Hinduism, you can chant some mantras. Okay, these are just some mental practice, we can say. Now all the mantras, all the chantings, these are basically tools to concentrate our mind. Suppose sometimes we say Hare Krishna. It's a very famous Hare Krishna movement happened in USA, and they say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Why? Because our mind is focused on these two words and we are not letting it go here and there. Same thing happens when we are chanting any Buddhist mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, okay, or maybe some other mantra. So these are basically a concentration practice. You can do that, or you can just focus on your breathing and you can practice mindfulness meditation. You can do any kind of meditation, and after that, just you can do some exercise like 15 to 20-minute exercise, or maybe walking. Sometimes we don't feel like doing exercise, but walking is a very underrated exercise that we all can do. Walking literally rewires our brain, so that is why if we just walk for 15 to 20 minutes, we become more focused, we become more creative, and it has been researched, right? So maybe one day I can have a session that how walking improves our brain, but not today. Otherwise, it would be a little bit, longer session, and you will all get bored about that. So after doing any mindfulness meditation or chanting, you can do some light exercise, 15 to 20 minutes of exercise, and then you can have a healthy breakfast. Okay, the morning routine should be simple. I mean, we should keep it simple. If it is very complex like rocket science or quantum physics, 90% chances are there that we will do it for first couple of days or maybe maximum 1 week, and then we will go back to the old habit. So we should keep it very simple and doable, something that we can do every day and not being very hard on ourselves. Okay, like if we fail one day, that is fine. We can just dust off ourselves, or we can just dust ourselves off and not blaming ourselves, right? Because we all are human beings and we make mistakes, and by making mistakes we actually learn and we actually grow. So this morning routine is very important for our mental health or our brain health. Okay, and it will not happen in a we will not be able to see the benefits in one single day, but if we keep on doing every day, okay, after 1 month, after 2 months, after 3 months, then we will see the benefits. Like, good things take time, right? And if possible, we can wake up a little bit early. And there is a reason also why we should wake up a little bit early. If you see, all Buddhist monks, if you go to any monastery, I have gone to many monastery, and even in USA or the place where you are from, maybe from Europe, maybe from United Kingdom, anywhere you will, if you go to any monastery, you will see the monks wake up very early, maybe at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Most of the places I have been, I have seen the monks wake up at 4 a.m. Okay. And for most of us, the 4 a.m. is a midnight, right? Sometimes we even go to bed at 2, 3. Okay. Hi, Revan. No, no, it's fine, Revan. No worry at all. Now, what happens if we wake up every day a little bit early? It again regulates the circadian rhythm, our biological clock in our body. It improves our sleep qualities, and the most important thing, that it improves our focus and our concentration. That is right. That is why we sometimes say that he has got a monk like memory, because most of the monks that I have seen, and I had a talk with them, they have an exceptional memory. Buddha had a disciple. His name was Ananda. He also had an exceptional memory. Okay, so, and even in Hindu tradition, there are monks who used to chant or narrate Vedas, right? Another name of Vedas is Shruti. Shruti means it was transmitted from one generation to another generation in oral manner. There was no written text. So People used to listen, they used to remember, memorize, and then they used to impart to the next generation. So all the monks, they have a exceptional memories and exceptional focus. Sometimes we say he has got a monk like focus, he has gone into monk mode because of this. But remember, it's not like if we are sleep deprived, we have some sleeping debt, and then we are waking up early, we will not feel good, or we will feel tired. So the thing is, we need to change anything in gradual manner. If we change in a drastic way, maybe one day, 2 day, then again we will go back to the earlier habit. So if I have a schedule that I go to bed at 3, for next 1 week I need to change it. I need to change the time to 2:45, then from 2:45 to 2:30, then 2:30 to 2:15, then 2:15 to 2. Because if we change something gradually, our mind and our body adapts into it. And this is how the brain circuitry is built for a particular habit. But if we do something in a drastic manner, it is not easy for our mind and our body to adapt, and that is why we leave it after a few days. So maybe from tomorrow we can do at least a few things. If we cannot totally detach from our mobile phone, maybe we can go to the sunlight. Okay, after sunlight, still we are checking messages, maybe WhatsApp, maybe some other social media. We can at least do 15 to 20 minutes of walking. Or if you have treadmill in your house, or maybe you can just wear the jogging shoes and you can jog for 15 minutes by listening to some music or to some podcast. That is doable, right? So we need to do something that we enjoy and which is doable, okay, which is not something like difficult or something we do not enjoy. Something if we do not enjoy, we won't be able to do it in longer term. We must enjoy, then only we'll be able to do it in the longer term. And Andrew Haberman, and he said, like, the very first thing is we need to get the natural sunlight after we wake up. He said some other things as well, like one interviewer, he asked him that how can we live meaningful life, productive life, happy life. He just said that if all my advice, all the books I have written and everything, if I just boil it down, or if I just summarize this thing, it comes into 5 points. The first point was uh, getting natural sunlight after we wake up. The second thing that he said, eating healthy food, nutritious food, not junk food, less sugar. You all know. I'm not a nutritionist, but you all know what is the healthy food. And the third thing he said, that moving your body. Our body movement is directly related with our brain health and our mental health. Okay, so and that is why in ancient tradition it was said that movement is medicine, right? So they said movement is medicine. So any kind of body movement, and in recent days I can see many articles and in many videos where it is said that sitting is the next smoking. I think you all have heard this particular tagline or caption, that sitting is the next smoking. So movement is very important. Doesn't matter that we all have to do tai chi or we all have to go to gym. Any kind of movement, even the walking, uh, you know any body kind of movement, any body movement is important, good for our mental health and physical health. The fourth thing he said, that nurturing strong, meaningful relationship, right? That is the fourth thing Andrew Huberman said. And the fifth thing that he said is getting enough sleep. Yes, that is also important for our mental health and also our overall health. But we in recent days I see that a lot of people are addicted with this doom scrolling, and it has many negative effects, not only one, many. Like it may worsen our mental health issues. If we have any mental health issues, it may worsen that. Okay, it may lead to insomnia, because what happens most of the time, we keep the mobile phone with us on the bed, and we keep on scrolling, and the light that emits from smartphone or any device, it actually um, hampers our sleep, and it gives a signal to the brain that it's not night. Oh, we can wake up. We can just do other thing. And all the content that we keep on seeing, it stimulates our brain, not letting it rest, not letting it get into the sleep mode. So this is the second thing. And also, this doom scrolling may lead to feeling of loneliness and disconnection. Okay, and it happens without our awareness. So I told you, like, it's not possible to detach from our mobile phone, but at least 1 hour after waking up and 1 hour before going to bed. What I do, sometimes I also don't feel sleepy, so I keep a book. Okay, I take a book and I read the book, or sometimes I listen to audiobooks. Nowadays many audiobooks are available on YouTube, or maybe Audible and some other, Spotify. And also sometimes I just play to some music, instrumental music, not songs, but some mild, sleepy instrumental music. I'm very fond of classical music, so sometimes I just play classical music and go to sleep. And sometimes I listen to audiobook, and I don't keep my phone on the bed, because I have seen it, I have experienced it myself. The moment I keep my phone on bed, then I will not be able to sleep early. Okay, so we all can do that, and after waking up, I can just summarize whatever the point that I have discussed. The first thing that we can do, getting into the sunlight, and we can get some natural sunlight. Hydrate ourselves, having a glass of water, juice or something, not coffee. Coffee we can have after 1 hour. And then we can practice some physical exercise, some walking. Just don't think that you have to do for 2 hours. No, then again, maybe we will do it for a couple of days, and again we will get back to the one old habit. We will do something which will slightly improve ourselves, but if we keep on doing that thing, it works like a compounding effect. Like in the bank, when we deposit some money, it keeps on growing on the compounding rate. Same thing happens for our habit as well. So we just need to be a little bit better the next day, and then again the little bit better the next day. Over a time, we can see a massive change. Okay, and the good things also work like this. Bad things also work like this. Bad things also have a compounding effect. So if we have cigarettes, on the day itself we will not feel anything, but if we keep on doing smoking day after day, day after day, after 10 years, after 15 years, we will see the negative effect. Maybe some people suffer from cancer, some people suffer from COPD, some people suffer from lung disorder, but it does not happen one day. And that is why we do not change the habit, because the negative does not happen in one single day. The same things with positive habit, it will take time, and then we will see the good changes in the future. And after doing the exercise, we can practice some mindfulness, some meditation. Even when we are starting mindfulness or meditation, just do it for 5 minutes. Then you slowly, gradually increase to 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? If we think that one day we will become Buddha, it would be very difficult. Okay, it will take some time. It's a evolving journey. And then we can have a healthy breakfast. So this is the morning routine we talked about. Now you can share your own morning routine, or you can share your own opinion. Next day we shall talk about the routine before going to bed. So I have some few minutes, and I can take your feedback, and I can take your question, and then we will close it. Yes. any question, any suggestions. You can share your own opinion. You can share your own morning routine, and we all can, learn from it. Am I audible to all of you? Any suggestion on a short mantra to practice? Any mantra you can take, okay? Uh, any mantra. You can just say thank you. That is also a mantra. It's a profound mantra. You can just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes, you feel free to take any mantra. If you are into Buddhism, you can take any Buddhist mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. If you are into Christianity, you can take any word. If you are from, other religion, you can take any word and you can just keep on chanting, repeating. Yeah. Raven said that guided meditation. First, Dima said that it said Buddhists are gardeners. One's personal growth takes time, care, and patience, like a growing plant. Exactly, Dima. Exactly. Good things take time, so we need to be patient. So, Neo, you can take any mantra, whatever you feel like, whatever suits your personality, whatever you feel it's in sync with you. Okay. Raven said, if you are like me, silent meditation is hard at times, so guided meditation can be a useful tool. Exactly, Raven. A lot of YouTube videos are there, and you can also download some guided meditation MP3. You can choose whatever goes well with you, whatever in sync with you, and then you can just practice. Zephyr said, I used to put my phone on offline mode every night until I missed a very important call. It was a matter of life and death. Since then, I don't prioritize my sleep over the safety of my laptop. No, you should not do that. Don't put your phone in offline mode because sometimes we might get call from our family and friends. Don't put the phone on your bed. You can put the phone in ringing mode, but you can put it on the table or you can put it on the next room, from where if it rings you will be able to listen and you will be able to go and take the phone call. But it's rare. I mean, not every day we get phone calls at night, but yes, we should not keep it into the silent mode, but just try that. If you do not keep it on your bed, I myself keep my phone on the table. I don't put the, take the phone on my bed, because I know if I do that, 1 hour 2 hour will I will waste. True, I can understand, Zephyr. So I also even do not put my phone in the offline mode. I just put the phone away from me when I go to sleep. Okay. Any other reflection anyone would like to share, or if you have any question?